is like a 30-second delay. Okay, should be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds. There's a 12-second delay. I don't even know what to do with that. So what, the low latency mode set to 1 second. And hopefully that'll sort it out eventually. Yeah, for now I suppose that's all we can do. One, two. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, there is still a 12-second delay, so that's just gonna have to, and that's on Twitch as well. The delay. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. Okay. Ugh, yikes. I'm just gonna finish this for now. Maybe I can fix it another time. But yeah, no, I want other knife. Yeah. This one. It just kind of looked like a burnt color. I give it a generator and then. Well, obviously that kind of like gives it good look the way it is at the moment. Like that. So I suppose if I give it a fill and let's go look at that branch. See, so the bottom probably needs to be okay. So I think it's definitely looks better than what I did previously. So I'm going to export that and just see kind of like on top of itself how it looks. New textures. So I suppose before I even put it in Unreal, I need to look at it in Marmoset just to see how it looks. So see the stone axe, open that, bring the stone knife in. I'm gonna have to replace it. No, don't worry, don't worry. No. It's fine. What's the new model? Yeah, that's the new one. Obviously, I want to kind of like replace that so that can go away. And then it doesn't matter. Not very it does. Where's the old knife? Yeah, spam away, dude. Ask whatever you want. I'm gonna try and render this out though. 2048 and 2048. No, that's the wrong resolution. There we go. Also, I'm gonna have to re-export the low poly now back into cool. Okay, so have a look at this. This is the old one. I'm gonna re-pause it. UVs are gonna change here. Texture. Sure. So the games at Ubisoft, I haven't really worked on any that are out at the moment. I'm working on a new IP. So I started off as I started off as a hobby, just wanted to make my own game. Then I joined Rebellion, so I worked on Sniper Elite 4, Zombie Army 4, and Sniper Elite 5. When I left there, I moved over to Off-World Industries, worked on Squad and Postscriptum. Yeah, once I left there, I went to Endreams to work on Synapse. And then I'm kind of now I've been here for 2 years. So we're working on like a new IP. It's not been announced yet or anything, so I can't really say too much about it. Rough metallic. Other amine occlusion. I'll turn the music down more. Okay, so I need this texture. So the other AO, I need that to be on top. Multiply that and probably bring it down to about 50. Yeah, that would work. Okay, so save that. No, I need that. So let's change this to RGB. Yeah, well that's it. I mean, for me, like, then I'll pull up my ArtStation. So I mean, like, it's been good to work on different games and not be stuck in the same game. Yeah, this one, well, is a passion project of mine, but I may be at a point where I'll be working on it full time soon. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is some of the stuff that I've done for Strange Brigade, Zombie Army, Sniper Elite. I also did like the UI for Surrounded. It's like a horror game. And then yeah, just kind of like keeping my skills up to date. Right, I need to create. My voice is going. I'm sorry. So I need to create this. So let's take that. That needs to get packed into the red channel, so it's ambient, then roughness, which is going to be packed into the blue channel. No, green, and then metallic into the blue. So this is going to give us our packed map. Not by myself, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm always happy to get people to help, but at the moment I've been doing it kind of by myself. T Stone Knife score ARM. So T Stone Knife underscore ARM. Is re-import that with a new file, and that one is going to be new textures. Perfect. Now I just need to re-import these as well. So re-import that with this other texture. Yep, that's updated, and then the normal, and then hopefully import a new file. Let's go and get you. What am I doing? Normal. Okay, so yeah, so it already looks better. That's looking a lot better. Could potentially, like here, could potentially play about with this a little bit more. Hadn't froze it. There we go. So I can play with the ambient occlusion here. Let's see. I can put it up to 4, 2, 1. Yeah, 1 will do. Oh, awesome! Thank you. So I actually joined when they were working on Sniper Elite. So when they first released, before the first set of DLCs, close that. They hadn't like updated their foliage, so I actually kind of like became a principal vegetation artist and focused all my energy into like making realistic foliage and vegetation. So you'll see the difference between Sniper Elite 4 to Sniper Elite 5. What am I doing now? Okay, so the icon at the moment I don't like. So this is the icon for the knife, and I need that to be updated with the new icon, which is here. I need to bring it in. So they are in my renders. It does look better. It literally just looks so much better than the old one. Adjustments, let me go and flip. See, I mean, it's kind of like a passion project. Like I've been working on it for 14 years maybe, since I started working in the environment industry, in the game industry, but I just never got around to doing it for myself. Like every time it came along, I would either learn something new, so I would change how I worked, or I would work for other people instead. Well, the thing now, I've kind of decided, like, I'm playing games at the moment, and they're just too much of the same thing. It's just continuously the same thing, and there's too much repetition, not enough kind of variation and variety. So that's kind of what I want to do. Is this is going to be kind of like a variety game where you can make different kind of building structures and cut down different trees to get different kind of things. So there's a lot more to it than just cutting down trees and gathering wood. It's cutting down specific types of trees, you get specific type of wood, and that's going to make things look differently. And it's the same with all of these pieces. So like this wood is going to be like one bark, but then obviously you'll have another variety. So if you cut down a different tree, your knife can look a little bit different. So it works the same with buildings, same principle with everything. Icons, I need to change my tools icon here, re-import that with the new knife. Let's see how you look. Save it. Okay, and boom. Yeah, already looks miles and tons better. Yeah, I kind of liked doing the brick walls as well for a while. Right, so I've done that. I like how it looks here. Definitely looks a lot better. Okay, let me see if I can jump into his level. I don't want to save. In fact, let's go to this test map. I'll do it here. So I do have like, oh, the axe fell through. No. Static mesh, but it has a complex and simple collision. Okay. Tools, the axe, the knife. So it's in the wrong file. Let me move that over. So knife. That will go there. Fix up the redirections. Yeah, I think my knife currently has a complex collision on it, so I can go to my collisions. Oh. Is that the collision it's using? Okay, okay. Simple collision will work. I'm quite happy with the simple collision. Let's go and change this. So LOD group is going to be weapon or small prop. Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. Do your own LODs. Focusing on environment is just change this to simple. Simple as I would say storytelling is a really crucial part. Oh damn it! Fell through. Why does it keep falling through? Yeah, storytelling. You know, when you create something, you want to have a good amount of detail around what you're creating. You want to make it believable. You want to make it make sense. So, for example, when you were looking at environments, you're going to want to. If I can find one here that's got a bit of detail. And obviously, it kind of falls down to this as well. As a prop, there's a certain amount of detail here that you see. Now, this is a good portfolio piece. And the reason for that is it's not just leather and it's not just a chair. Like if you type in, if I duplicate this tab, type in a leather chair. Wait, I mean, you can see that student work, but Okay, this for example. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you look at the concept compared to this, like it's very different, and in the fact that there's a lot more detail going on here. There's a lot more story. You can see scuff marks. You can see like where people have been sitting in this chair for a long time. You can see scratches, the edge damage across here from where bags rub, coats rub, and this plays up in a bigger environment. So it doesn't just focus on a small little detail, but like as you start to do it in the bigger environment, it's using these same techniques and these same kind of things, focusing more on kind of storytelling, like why is the chair dirty? But you don't put that as a question. You put that as kind of like you put your story into the chair. The chair is dirty because of this specific reason. Again, looking at kind of like this, like the storytelling, it's not just a building. There's more to it. There's a ladder up there. There's a basket, which means that he's either putting straw out or collecting straw. Then he's got more straw here, so by that, it's probably that he's putting more straw on top of his roof. He's obviously someone who keeps chickens, because you can see the chickens there. And this kind of small thing gives you a little bit of storytelling and detail as to what is going on in the environment. Like, if you start seeing things float, it's just going to be like, what is going on here? Maybe if I look at one of my own pieces. This scene, when I was doing a scene, I wanted to really kind of emphasize the tubes and the liquid chambers that all the zombies were being kept in, and it was kind of like this mad scientist. So I had lots of different boards. I had ivy growing from down on the extractor fan because it was the only way that you would get moisture and light into the room. I probably could. I can do a better job of this. Like, if I was to redo this, there's more that I would do differently. There's more that I would change and give this a lot more story. Same with the gym. Like having pieces laying about and on the ground is kind of how you tell that story. I would have more floorboard pieces up. So there's not one specific area. It's more about focusing on the storytelling. The hardest part is definitely storytelling. Once you learn to be able to story tell, why are you falling through? Once you learn to be able to story tell, then it becomes a lot more second nature to you to be able to put a good portfolio piece together. Just falling through. This is doing my head in now. Nice to see it in the world, though. Definitely looks better than it did before. The rope looks a lot more believable. Like, this is the rope that I did last time, and it looks okay, but it definitely has nothing on this. I feel like this rope looks a lot better. I feel like overall it's just got more detail, more emphasis. Crafting that and then using that to like cut down trees, like cutting a bit away, it's going to be really nice to see it in action as well. Definitely probably too rough there, so I could either like go back into my textures and fix the roughness, or I could go into here and kind of go through the roughness there. So roughness intensity. Perfect. Save that. That'll do. Oh, that's fine. Anytime. Sorry it took like an extra 10 seconds to get my answer across because of the delay. I kind of wish, like, when I sculpted this now, I actually sculpted that kind of break into it here. It looks fine though. Let me change my field of view. 25. Get a nicer look at this thing. This will be a knife that players pick up, and then they can well, you can craft this knife. In fact, whilst I am here, I may as well go ahead and create the data for that crafting. So if I go into here, the item system, blueprints, variables, data tables, recipes. I knew I'd figure it out. So let's add another recipe there, and this is the stone knife. Let's craft recipe name is stone knife. Craft a stone knife to cut down small foliage and you should use the knife for, to be honest with you at the moment. And skin animals. Recipe icon, stone knife. Recipe takes 3 seconds to make. Success chance is 1. Bonus chance is recipe ingredients is stone. 1 stone. And the other recipe is, what is the other recipe? It's free. So you need a stone, you need a stick, and you need some rope. Oh, not rope, sorry, what's it called? Yeah, let's just put rope. Small rope. Save that. And then if I come here and put a component there, interactables, tables, recipe table right there in the middle. Let's do it. Let's jump in and let's go ahead. Oh no. Oh, that is a step that I really forgot to do. Dang it. Dino Mega.
Add any other item through the DT_items data table. Setting the item type to currency is how the system will know it is a currency. And currency gets converted automatically from an item to the currency form by the system. The included crafting and recipe system is how your players can create new items from other items in your game. And the crafting station is where they will create them at. And you can have multiple crafting stations, each with a different set of recipes. To add a crafting station to your world, navigate to the Blueprints, Interactables, Recipes Tables, Crafting folder and drop a copy of the BP_recipe table_crafting into the world. Press play and go up and interact with it. As you can see, it's telling us we do not have access to crafting, and this is because the crafting and recipe system is optional, and to reduce the overhead when it's not in use, we have to add the crafting and recipe system to our player controller. Open up your player controller and add a component. Search for crafting and...
Okay, so I just need, that's not too bad. Open up my player controller. Go ahead and player controller. Then
select the crafting and recipe system.
Okay. So once that's in, it should work. Crafting and recipe system. That should work. Perfect. Okay, so we've got the stone knife there. So what do we need? We need 1 stone, 1 rope, and a stick. Okay, cool. I haven't done stone, rope, stick yet, so. But I think also one thing that I can do here, actually, go to the details tab. that. Now if I run up to it, craft. Okay. And then craft the stone. Right. Perfect. So I need a stone. I just need a small stone. I need a lot. Just want a single one now. That maybe. I wouldn't have thought it'd be so hard to just use a stone. Would you? I don't like that one. No, I don't. There we go. Forest Rock. Let's sign in and download it. Wow, I have a lot of screens open. Always every single time you sign into this bloody thing. It's like, let's sign in again. Okay, let's go ahead. I've just. It's good. Just sign me in, please. So I'm gonna have to download this again here. Assets, small forest rock. Forest rock, because I'm going to need to make an icon for it. That's it. Yeah, download that locally. So add that to the game. Perfect. Not too big. That's perfect. Okay. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and let's bring all of these textures over so I'm all in the same place, so it's natural rocks. Bring the textures over there. Material here. Rocks. Yes, go over here. I'm going to change the name of it. No, I'm not. I don't need to do that. But what I will do is go into my packs, down the mega system, items. Okay, so in the items here, add. This is going to be a rock. So I also need to bring in here. So I've downloaded it. Go to the files. Make sure I can put that in here Yeah, perfect. Normal's a bit shit. Don't lie. Put the roughness map on it. Obviously, the lighting here doesn't help. Okay, so it's this one. So rotate that around because it does look better this way. That should work. Let's render that. Now I need to do myself a quick icon. Rocks. I'm gonna need to bring it down here, aren't I? Yeah, I see. Wow, you're still rendering. Come on, mate. How long is it gonna take? Well, that's not right. Let's try again. It's had some artifacts here when I was trying to render it, so it was really helpful. Come on, dude. I mean, I can fix it. It's not going to be an issue. I just need to go over it. But I'd rather it done properly, you know. It actually looks better as well. Okay, so let's just fix you. Let's just fix you. Let's change that now. 512. Just for now. Just so we've got what we need in the recipe. We can see that. Right now you can't see it in the recipe. So let's go and bring this icon in. Stone. That'll be the icon there. Common stone name send stones. Practical use. 99. Let's do it good. Sell the stones for 1 gold coin. There's 3 different currencies, I think. 4 different currencies. Okay, I can make different currencies anyway. But yeah, for now we'll have that. So if I save that now, because I have that as rock, and the recipe there. Change that to rock or rock. Save that. Now, if that does work, I should be able to see the rock is required to craft a stone tool. I should have stone. Okay, so this is me being stupid. So that'll be stone. Save that. And over here, I'm going to change the name of that to stone. Now, when I go back to the crafting table, to craft the stone knife, I need stone, which I can collect now. Bring another interactable out though, because I don't quite know why this isn't working properly. Interactables, items, item interactable. And let's go ahead. Let's change that to a stone. Oh my god, why do you keep falling through the ground? Get kind of fed up now. Spawn. Let's try that. I really don't like you. It's got a collision there because I'm literally standing on it. I need to go into the Dynamega chat and ask him. Well, I got ya. I'm gonna do a quantity of like 20, just so I can. Interactable name. Stone. Cup. Okay. Gather. Let's see if that works. Yep. Okay, let's go and craft this, and I need that, and I have that. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. What's the other question? It actually looks still. Yeah. Cool. Stone. We have the stone. We do stone. Just need. What else do we need? A stick. Ah, and you need a knife. Yeah. But I work for a company out there. I didn't actually go out there, Offroad Industries, but I actually worked remote in the UK. Oh, that's pretty cool. To be honest with you, the best thing that I can say about it, the experiences that I have, is more about kind of like when you work for those studios, you'll often get taken away. Yeah. It was much fun. You'll often get taken away places like when I was there. No, I don't want to answer the question right now. But yeah, oh, I can put it ways off. It's cool. But you'll go away to places, and you go around the world. I went to Japan when I was working for the Canadian studio. I went to India with Ubisoft, so I've got to see places that way. So it's still a really nice experience from that side. They don't exist, so right now I can't craft it. It's like, what is this shit? Um, okay, so let me get stick. Oh, I'll do a stick. Stick. How annoying is this? Need like a variety of sticks, but I can't just do a variety. I need to use one. I've downloaded that. Just use one of those. Miscellaneous. Bit there actually. There. Miscellaneous there. Pine branch there. And then again, let's just download it here. So, stick. Download. I only need one of them as well. That's going to go on data table. Let's go ahead and create a new one, and we'll call this one stick. Stick. Common resource. Stick. Stones and sticks. Sticks, stones. Okay. Stick. Selected. From the ground. Just like a stone. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. only have one more to do after this anyway, which is the rope. To be helpful for Luke. What am I doing? Marmoset. Roughness in. That's enough. I think something that I've put in there is kind of like causing this problem. I'm not sure what it is. Rendered a bit quicker. And I don't have the issue. That's good. I just need to change the size. Save as view. Dick. Go and bring the stick in. Now that should work again. I should be able to see the stick. I don't have it. Perfect. Another stone, don't have a stick. So I suppose what I could probably do here is go into a new one. Let's go ahead and make it right real quick. 12. That should work. Go ahead and move that. Let's remove them. Let's merge those. And then let's do that. Origin to geometry. Geometry to origin. I want to do like a rope. I want to do a rope. Do I want to like have it like laying on the floor? I do. So what I'll do is just like look at a quick rope on the floor. Rope. Curl it up like that. That's perfect. Or better yet, kind of, where is it? I saw another one a minute ago. Small rope. So it's a small rope as well, obviously. Yeah, this is kind of what I want. More that. So let's go there. Make sure I'm using on top replica. Select the window. think this is probably going to be a little bit high in terms of poly count, but it'll be worth it. So let's just bring that in, bring that in, bring that in. 0.5, 2, perfect. So let's go ahead and put a curve in. I want a path. I want to make sure that my path is facing the right way. Degrees. So that should be following that path. I add a curve. Let's see iterations. Looks like it. Yeah, it is. Cool. So I suppose what I want to do here is dissolve those. This and just that's just not working right, is it? Why? Okay, so this should work as long as I do this right, which is so I think another thing is I'm gonna bring this one in like so. And then that one is gonna okay, let's keep going. So that goes there. Goes here. So because I need to like like that. Split. No. Right. I'm gonna have to subdivide here instead. Okay. This is looking better now, so what I could do is So this is going in the right direction. I want to get like all three kind of like on top of each other like that. And then I suppose here I can kind of like get around. Just like that. That can work. Doesn't need to be a lot. Quite nuisance the model, to be honest. It's fun, but it is a bit of a nuisance as well at the same time. You'll try and keep that kind of tightness there as well, without going too crazy. Shout each other. That's looking better. Turn the numbers off for a sec. You know which way they go. And then I suppose we will finish it off by kind of like bringing it around here. Okay. The last bit, let's just do it so it roll over like this.
I'm sorry. I thought the show was over.
It started?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 100. So it's less than 100. That's good. Just bring it like that. So I just need to like go over it one more time. Just make sure that everything's in order. Finalize it. Yep. Yep. Nope. Tight. Okay. Nice. I think we're close to being done. Yeah, I'd say we're close to being done. Let's apply. All right, babe. Yeah. Oh, bless that. Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for Colton, and then I'm done. Yeah, I can move it now. Give me 1 second. Wow, sorry about that. Watching create that robe, and I almost done. Showed a lot of your approach. Yeah, it's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best way to get the low poly detail. So you see here, I've got 27,000 triangles. I think. Sorry, I just had to carry my door into another room. I think 8,000 triangles should be kind of like a good amount for this. So what I want to do is kind of like use the shape of this and see if I can keep a bit of the silhouette. So you can see this a slight bit of silhouette there still. But yeah, as I start taking these away, you'll see how it plays up. It's going to take, 5-10 minutes to go through every other one. There must be a selection to select every other vertex or edge loop. But there's nothing wrong with doing it this way. It just takes a little longer. I mean, another way that I could do it, you see, is I could literally just put a tube in now and UV unwrap it. Problem that I would have with that is it would be very flat. So if I go to yeah, it's there. So if I create a circle, up slightly, add it to the curve. I use my ray modifier. Well, I mean, that would take too long. So, for example, what I would do instead is that selection, convert this to a make sure where the normal's going. So I would put my origin point here. I would create a tube. Say, make sure the curve is using that. So I could do that. But it's gonna be messy crap. So like I said, I'm it'll take like 10, 15 minutes, but it'll be worth it. So it's always good as well to edit every other edge loop, so you can kind of keep the silhouette of what you're trying to do. It's a bit harder to follow the edge loops though when it's curved or screwed like this, but it's fine. This is why I'm modeling this, because I could have just modeled like a rope without like a low poly rope, just put a texture on. But when you bake the normals, you don't get as much of a good detail as you do when you actually model the high poly. So it just makes a nicer bake. Slowly get there. It's quite annoying, but there you go. You see, this will probably drop to like half anyway. That's gonna be helpful. Rope. Well, we got all the ingredients that you need to make any of the stone items, like stone pickaxe, stone axe, stone knife, stone hoe. Kind of like get grass to make rope as well. Flax that makes all red before this. This is the tedious side that you don't see of game development. The side where you spend a lot of time just clicking. Insane counting them. So when you're close to the finish line, but you're not quite there yet. That's where I am right now. Excellent. Go around and lose a couple of the edge loops around it as well. This normal bake, so it should look pretty good. I hope. This is the worst job if you have ADHD. Like, you get so bored. I suppose it's the end result that keeps you going. annoying thing is there's still like one part of the rope that I missed that I'm gonna have to go back and finish that side too. Oh. So, have you ever baked a texture before? Like from a high poly to a low poly? Most of that is done. This is the part where what's your struggle with it? I might be able to show you when I'm doing this bait. So there's two reasons why it messes up. One is the normals aren't right. When I was baking my knife earlier on, the normals for the rope were inside out, so it bakes grey. Another issue you could have is if you have averaged normals instead of non-averaged normals, then they kind of skew all over the place. Instead of being kind of like projected onto the mesh, they will just be projected from the camera view, so it'll look kind of ugly. Also, silhouette helps. Like, this is kind of another reason why I'm doing the high poly of this rope and then removing edge loops to get the low poly. That way I will be able to have the same world space coordinates for my vertices very close to each other without having to bake it or like dynamesh it or quad wrap it or something. Oh, organize, dude, a lot. Like, you don't know how many people in this industry hate EV unwrapping. I actually love it, dude. I find it so relaxing and so fun. Especially something like this. It's just so easy to just do a quick unwrap as long as you know what you're doing. I'd probably break this into multiple islands though, just so my texture baked nice and neat and it wasn't stretched across the entire UV. But then all you have to do that is just make sure that you can use triplanar projection, and the triplanar projection will make sure that any seams that you have when you start texturing the object, you won't really see the seams. You could have seams everywhere and use triplanar. I'd still try and keep it to like a good texture ratio. This is probably the worst part that I hate, is me apologizing. But it has to be done. Will be helpful as well as like these are resource items, so I can use this rope for like a well. Sorry. I can use it for a well, I can use it for you know, like a shelf, like hanging a shelf up, hanging candles. And it's just the resource. It gives me the ability to think of different things I can do for. Oh, okay. One thing that would help with that, if you look at Ghibli, some really good tutorials there actually for Blender and Unreal Ghibli, and basically you just make like the canopy for the tree as a 3D mesh, and then you can have all the leaves projected off of it and create a stylized shader. That's really, really good. Issue is that I should start modeling these rocks with the brush and my own. Apologize to my bait them. No, the quickest way to do it is you model it in ZBrush, and then ZBrush has a Dynamesh feature. Not a Dynamesh, sorry, a decimation master. So you can decimate it, especially for rocks because they're so jagged, or however you know you texture. So you can like sculpt some really good detail, and then do like a decimation master and literally just smash it in so you vertices are really low. Then you just find a good edge to UV, like put a seam on and UV unwrap it. That works really well. Honestly, I don't put a lot of time into my UV unwraps. It's more kind of like the decimation that I do. Okay, this is it now. Final stretch. Final countdown. Yeah, I'm actually going to start streaming a lot more as well. Working on my game. Just need to find the right times and day to do it. It's something that I kind of like figure out over the next couple of months. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. There's 3 different tutorials here. She actually does do a good tutorial for trees too, actually. That's me. I was like, what? It was me again. Gibby.
Or you continue working with it.
There's 2 here. So this one is for the stylized grass and stuff like that, which is really cool. Basically, it teaches you how to do like a you take the normal axis and make it face towards the sky, so you get this kind of look. You don't get any kind of like shading or anything like that. There is another one, Unreal, and can't find it, but I mean, those 2 will be enough to be able to get you going. Yeah, those 2 will be enough to get you going. And to be able to kind of like create anything really. Once you look at that grass and the trees, you should be able to do the rest of it. I think she has a few more tutorials as well on stylization, so if you want to watch her tutorials, they're definitely really, really good. I have them saved on my watch list. Very weird, right? The delay on YouTube is longer than the delay on Twitch, and the Twitch streamers are also smoother. It's there. Okay, so that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so yeah, of course you can. Okay, so check this out, right? I know it looks like a mess, but watch this. Okay. It's actually quads as well, so make sure that it doesn't really matter where it is because it's just one. Okay, so like to do a UV unwrap on this, a couple of things that you need to consider. The first one is how big is it going to be on the screen? It's going to be relatively small. So for me, like UV unwrapping this once, it's just going to give me that. Okay. Now, if I create a new UV grid, I can see my UV grid. You can see texel ratio there is not going to hold up. I add material, and then in that material, I use the image texture, and then I look at the result. Turn it on here. You can see now. Yeah, it's not going to hold up that kind of texel ratio. So what you want to do is every now and again, and like I said, because I'm baking this, it's going to be easier. So every now and again, just unwrap. If I go back here, you'll see now it's not looking as bad. I'm getting a little bit more to it now. But I mean, still a big area that I don't have it, so it's that. So if I close there and then I go and look here, I can say, okay, so there, I'm gonna put here, there, one of them here. Now you can see I'm starting to get a lot more detail and texture information. So it's got a couple of seams there, but those seams are helpful, very, very helpful. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. That is the right one. I just want to break it down a little bit more. Add another seam there. And you see, each time I add more seams, like I get more texel density, more ratio, more UV. Now, obviously, like this can go one of two ways. Like I can go into here and use UV squares and like select part of that and square it off. All it's going to do is skew my UVs though. I'm quite happy with my UVs like this. So let's call that right. Let's have a look. That can probably work. I want to have a look because there's still a bigger area that I want to take down. It's fine. It's definitely fine. Because what I'm gonna do, like I said, so my low poly now is 6,000 triangles, which is good. That's really, really good for rope. I'm gonna export my rope as OBJ, and I'm gonna call this rope low selection only. Game dev, my assets, my tools. Rope is a resource, right? It's not a tool. It's more of a resource. So I'll just type in rope. Oh crap! That didn't go to plan. Export object. Rope. And then let's have a look at the high one. Bring the rope high. Don't have to worry about naming or anything like that. It's all one. But what I will do is save this. Stone knife. Overwrite it because this just looks so much better. Right, so if I choose my resource, low, I'll save. So yeah, first thing that I can see straight away is that my normal's inside out. So I need to go back into here. First of all, I need to flip the normals here because they're going to be inside out here too. So just double check that. Yeah, they're the right way. Perfect. Obviously, my normals on this one aren't the right way. So if I flip the normals, now they are. So export again. Then when I finish with that one, let's do the high. Re-import the mesh. Now it's the right way round. Still very ugly, but it's the right way round. Okay, to bake. Bake. There's a lot of issues there. Worried about putting this frontal distance up, but I'll see how it looks when I bake it. So what I'm hoping is by having the additional topology or the undulation of the rope, so it's not just a flat surface, you're going to see the shape of the normals baked in relatively good into this, so it's not going to look as sharp. I can actually bring this in here, create a new scene, just to show you kind of how the rope looks as well. So if I import the model, assets, resource, rope, and then bring the low one in. Right, so we've got the rope there. So roughness, advanced metalness, and metal goes off. I'm going to put in the scene. I'm going to add a shadow catcher to the ground. Single point of light, it's going to cast a shadow onto the ground. Up slightly. Yeah, so that's going to be what we see. You see, hopefully, like when I bake the textures on this, like return the painting mode, so you can see now. Holy shit, it still looks fucking ugly. Oh god, this looks so bad. I was hoping it was gonna look better. Let's go ahead and bring the global balance down. Global blur up. Didn't work as planned. It's been a waste. Where's the ambient occlusion? Okay, so that didn't work as planned. So I'm gonna try something else. Just real quick. Where are you, Blender? Here we are. I should have that original pastel. Perfect. So what I need to do is the normals go that way. So put my origin here. And then I also need to bring cylinder. Very small cylinder. Let's say 7 sides. so array, also add curve. Why? Yeah, okay, why? Okay, that's perfect. So we can use that. Really, just quickly unwrap this. Smooth it out. I think also what I'm doing here is also added more faces. I don't want to go through and then cut it all away. So that's fine. Save that. Before I do it, just in case. We've got here rope. Rope. I really thought that it would have went like nicely. I thought it would have cleared up. It hasn't. It's not an issue just yet. Save rotation scale. Let's go ahead and bevel the edges. Just 1D. So, and then same thing again, just like intermittently find places to UV unwrap. Poor bastard. And I go back here. Normals look really good. They're really good normals. Really good textures, texture density. I'm gonna make these bigger though, because like, why not? You know, I've got the UV space for them. So, out there. So the UVs are good for this, and I'm gonna pull that rope below and export that out. Rope low, that was there. Again, the UVs, the normals are flipped, so I just need to flip the normals back, re-export it again. Let's keep trying also where you unpack and stack them, help that out, because sometimes I overcomplicate even the simplest things. The cylinders go completely flat for those. Yeah, never let them go flat. Like you can see here, it looks flat here, and that's what you want. So if you see the edges where it goes around, it doesn't matter. Like if you flatten this out, like I don't know exactly where that piece is. There we go. So if I flatten this out now, you'll see that the UV, the texture right now looks okay. Flatten it, and it's gonna. It looks fine still. But usually, like, I wouldn't really flatten too many of them, just to try and keep things nice. But, you know, it's fine. I'm going to flatten them all just for fun. Hide that and just go through. So, yeah, this is a really cool add-on, by the way. I don't know if you've got it, but it's called UV Squares. It's amazing. Control P to pack it again. Yeah, the UVs still look okay. I think it hasn't packed it the best. You could probably get away with a lot more space over here. But it's fine for what we need. So export, rope low, and then here what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-import the mesh, which is going to give me UVs, the new rope. It's going to look like a shit show. I'm going to bake this. Now I don't need a frontal distance as far anymore, so I can bake that. like I said, it's gonna look fine. Only problem that I'm gonna have for this specifically is that it's just flat. No, I started off in Blender. I started modeling years and years and years ago in Blender. When I was like 13 years old. So 20 years ago, literally now, 20 years. I started doing Maya when I was teaching at university in London. So I took a hiatus away from games for a while and taught at university, and then I had to learn Maya in order to teach it, which was still fun. And now I kind of go between the two. I still hate 3ds Max, but I don't mind the other two. This is such a sharp cavity mask. Curvature mask. I don't know why. I mean, I have Maya as well. Like, I literally have Maya here. It's just, I mean, oh, I've still got my antique phone. Well, I had my antique phone. Why not anymore? This is my old student's work. It won't be there anymore because I cleared the drive out. Okay, so we're going to return to painting. So you're going to see now, like, yeah, it looks fine now. My problem though is that obviously, what's that do? Let's put that down to about 50. That's just there. Curvature. I think one good thing about this though is I could probably use dirt now. So if I give that black mask and then I give that generator and I go to dirt, some really nice dirt features for me. There is a lot of areas that have fake ones on, so fair enough, they are all places that I don't need to worry about too much. Still, okay, let me just change the 4K down. See if it's going slow and it doesn't even need to, so 2K. Right, so let's bring that down again. A bit too dark. Also, like, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Roughness is very not rough. I do need to put a lot of detail into this. So let's go orange color. Let's give that a fill. Delete the curvature. In the fill, grunge. No, go for it. Go for it. So a good way to get a texture and process is to kind of like have a variety of color. You don't want like a flat color. You want to have a variety. So when you look at the final model, you can see that. Here right now, I would change the roughness in certain parts of it though, so I can make this darker. See, now it's starting to look more like a rope. I need to use triplanar projection. I'm having some issues where this stuff is, but you can see now just by using the triplanar projection, that already just makes it look so much nicer. It's starting to look like a rope. Yeah, I think now this is starting to look like a real rope. Again, this one's a lot lighter. You know, I can make it lighter there too. You can see here, so we've got base color, so base, and then what we'll have here is highlight. It's only a little highlight. And then we will have a dirt pass. No, that's the dirt. But this will be the grunge pass. Okay, so like I said, the only problem that we have right now is the height. So what I could potentially do right here, so let's put the ambient occlusion there. So the height, I just want to use the height. Now I have the textures that I baked. So I baked the ambient occlusion. I'm gonna put the AO in the height. This is going to help with the noise. So you can see here now I have like a good amount of noise, which is helpful because it looks more like a rope in terms of like the rope noise. But I also want to add a filter and I want to blur that noise. So I'm going to blur it just because right now it's too... So there, just a little bit of noise. What else have I got here though? Just the height. It is just the height. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blur below, and I'm going to take my levels, push that up. That's replace blur. Okay, so I'm going to put my levels and push it up here, and I need to do it on the height. That's why. I only need like a slight little. Actually, can't really. I have a scene there. I don't think it's much of an issue. I think another thing that I'm gonna do, another thing that I'm gonna do here though is I'm actually gonna add a noise to the height. So I'm gonna again, it's gonna blur it. He's not the right one, so I'm going to leave that. That's not going to work either. Damn it. Okay, so
Wait a minute.
let's go export this for now. I'm going to export the textures just to see how it looks. Rope textures.
This is,
Let's
excuse
see
me,
that there.
a damn fine cup of coffee.
Almost set. I should be able to open it up. So the albedo is that. Just normal surface. Roughness. Now displacement is where it's going to help. Okay, so height. So the problem I have right now is the height isn't. So I'm going to put height here. In my height, I'm going to type in height.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. A present.
See, so it baked the height. I can't find the height here though. Definitely baked the height.
Man, that is the spot.
hasn't baked the height. There's no height. Okay, okay. No, that's me. That's my bad. Okay, so I only need the height baked. I have everything else baked, so I'm just gonna bake that real quick. That didn't do a good job at all. But hopefully now. Painting. There is a height. Okay, perfect. So height mesh from rope. If I type height mesh from rope, perfect. Okay, so that is the height information that's baked in here. And that is going to help this. So up. For some reason, it's baked the height, but it's baked it as if it was like. Levels. Let's try again. So I should have the height map this time though. So when I go into here, yeah, I don't like that. But if I go into the height and I go into my displacements, let's go into. I'm gonna crash this. I know it. Height map is there. Oh, I don't want parallax. I hate this thing. So I want height, but I need. Why can't I tessellate? There should be a tessellation here. The displacement. Height displacement, add the height. Why is tessellation gone? I'm so confused. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the height from here. It just doesn't look good. But I'm gonna keep the height in. Yeah, hopefully. It's made it. Go again. Did I not make that? I think I know the problem. No, it is smooth. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. So that's where we're at the moment, which is fine. Considering like you're gonna see the rope from here. It's a small rope that you'll see on the floor. I think it's definitely more than enough detail for it. Like I said, you're not gonna get super close to it, but it's nice to have that look. I'm gonna take some of the grunge and lighten it up slightly. Dirt, brighter dirt. Okay, AO is really giving it a lot, so maybe let AO down, and finally export again. Boom. Okay, right. So just before I finalize that, I need to put my cursor there, put my rope there. So actually I need the origin to go to the 3D cursor, not 3D. Like that. Then yeah, I need to bring the axe in just to kind of like get a good idea of scale, because the axe is it's quite low. So I assets, tools, bags, stone. So my rope can be that big. It's gonna be like that. So export out of FBX, SM rope, small. Selected only. Make sure that geometry is using base. Oh, that's the hope for it anyway. So I'm going to export. I'm going to save. Bring it in here. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is cross my assets, resources, miscellaneous, import rope. Oh, I need to make an icon for it as well, don't I? Oh crap. Ray tracing. Sections. I need to quickly make this. Right. Right. Okay, so the texture I also need to pack. So let's close those. Let's put the rope in. That. Someone. That's a nice icon rope. Save as. Okay, I just need the textures and then I'm done. So textures, sources, miscellaneous. Let's bring the output into the T rope albedo, T rope MRM. That's AO. It's just the reference to the AO. So the ambient occlusion. The AR for it. See that. The rope ARM. Then we're good to go. Just bring these in here. Welcome back, dude. Right, I'm just finalizing this and then I'm done. I will sign off. So there's the albedo, and there is the ARM, and there is the NRM. Rope small. Still think like with the normal on the rope small, definitely convert it. Just double check that now. Opening channel. Looks fine. Alright, keep that as is. Save that, save everything else. Change that to rope small. Say, let's close the window. It is rope small. Okay. So how does it look here? It's flat. Perfect. Ooh. Nice. That rope. Have the icon. Rough. Right. Have a stick. Do have sticks. I got my stick. Now I have a stick. Oh, I have a stick. I can craft it. I have a stick. Oh. I have a stick. Oh. I have a knife. I have two knives. Nice. Oh, thousands. Absolutely thousands. This is literally just like the tip of the iceberg. basically, there's going to be a stone version of everything. So stone axe, stone knife, stone pickaxe, stone hoe, stone spear, and then there's going to be iron hoe, iron axe, iron knife, iron spear, iron pickaxe. Then there's going to be steel, everything. Then there's going to be gold, everything. It's going to go into detail. All the woods are going to change as well, depending on what kind of wood you use. So it can look like a darker wood or a lighter wood or something else as well. I think I actually have that in my inventory. I don't think I do. On this one. No, I think you should be able to stack axes. That. Hunt them. Hunt them. Right, I am going to jump off now because it's getting late. So, thanks for watching. Yeah, you're in the Discord anyway, so I will try and stream a little bit more regularly. There's still a lot that I need to do, so I've still got to do all the other weapons. So I'll probably be doing those another day. Yeah, I just need to submit all of the work that I've done now. Actually, so 120 files. Let's go ahead and stage. So added knife. Added the knife and craft recipe. That was fun having you, dude. Right, let me just push.